Have you ever asked yourself, how do I get rich? What's the secret to financial freedom? You're not the only one. For a long time, I thought that if smart, hardworking people put in the effort and had some support, they would eventually become successful. I used to look at others and think that they were meant for greatness. But as I got older, I realized it's not always like that. Some smart and hardworking people I knew did great things, but many others were just getting by. In fact, some were struggling financially. This made me realize that becoming rich is more complicated than just being smart and working hard. You don't need to know all the math formulas or history lessons from school to get rich, but there are important money rules that most people don't talk about. Whether you're just starting out or trying to improve your finances, these rules are the key to building wealth. In this video, I'll share the money rules that wealthy people often keep to themselves. These ideas will change how you think about money. Let's get started. Number 1. There is no limit to spending. There is no limit to how much you can spend. I remember when I used to live paycheck to paycheck, I thought that if I just made a little more money, I could start saving and investing. But what really happened was that as I made more money, I also spent more. Even if you earn a lot, if you don't have a budget and discipline, it's easy to end up with nothing left to save or invest. You can always find new ways to spend more money, but the key is to control that. Instead of always increasing your spending as you earn more, it's important to set a budget and stick to it. It's okay to enjoy the money you make, whether that's through travel or buying things you like, but it's important to spend less than you earn. This way, you can save and invest, which will help you build a stable financial future. Number 2. Money is a lifelong game. The idea that you can create a source of income and then do nothing is unrealistic. Even successful businesses face competition every day, and many wealthy people keep working even after they've made lots of money. The idea of retiring and never worrying about money again isn't realistic. Taking care of your financial health is a lifelong task. Even things that seem like passive income, like rental properties, usually require some effort. If you own a rental property, it won't make money by itself. You still need to manage it, keep it in good shape, and find tenants. Simply owning something doesn't guarantee it will bring in money. If you don't take care of it, it could even become a financial problem instead of a benefit. Number 3. Money can't fix your insecurities. Having more money won't automatically solve your problems, especially when it comes to your insecurities. Many people think that buying expensive things, like fancy cars or big houses, will make them feel better or gain more respect from others. But the truth is, the happiness from buying these things doesn't last, and the insecurities stay the same. This can lead to a cycle where you keep spending more, trying to feel better, but it never really works. Instead of relying on money to fix your insecurities, it's better to work on building your confidence and social skills. This will help you feel better about yourself, without needing to buy expensive things to feel happy. Focusing on personal growth rather than on material possessions will save you money and help you find real, lasting happiness. Number 4. Keep your wealth quiet. These days, people like to talk about how much money they make because it seems to show their status in society. But letting everyone know about your money can cause problems. Once people find out you have money, they might try to get close to you just because they want something from you. While it may feel good to be admired, the attention could lead to issues. If people can't get your money in a friendly way, some might try to manipulate you, become jealous, or even sue you. Even if you make a lot of money, it's smart to stay humble and not show off your wealth. By keeping quiet about your finances, you can avoid unnecessary problems. Focus on growing your wealth in a smart way without attracting too much attention. Number 5. Expenses go up as you get older. Each year, you might notice that you end up spending more money. What seemed like a lot of money when you were younger now barely covers your basic expenses. This happens as you get older, especially if you start a family. Life gets more expensive over time, but many people don't think about that when they are earning a good income. The problem comes when your expenses grow faster than your income and suddenly you don't have enough to save or invest. To avoid living paycheck to paycheck, it's important to make sure your income grows every year. If your income stays the same while costs keep rising, you could struggle to keep up and stay financially stable. Number 6. Cash isn't the best investment. People often say cash is king, but holding on to cash might not be the smartest way to build wealth. While having cash is useful, its value actually goes down over time because of inflation. Inflation means that things get more expensive, so the cash you have today won't buy as much in the future. Cash doesn't really have any value on its own. It's just paper money made by the government to help people trade. Every year, the government prints more money, which makes the money you have worth less. True wealth isn't about having a lot of cash. It's about owning things like businesses or properties that can grow in value over time. Instead of keeping a lot of cash, it's better to invest that money in things that can grow, like a business or rental property. This way, your money can grow and beat inflation, allowing you to build wealth over time. Number 7. Buying what you don't need leads to selling what you do. One big mistake is buying things you don't need, especially when you can barely afford them. If you don't save, you might have to sell important things like your car or house to cover bills. Focus on buying only what's necessary and use your money to build income instead of wasting it on stuff you don't need. Number 8. Small actions lead to big results. You don't need to do big things to get big results. Success often comes from making small, smart choices daily. Saving and investing consistently can build wealth over time. Focus on good habits, not quick wins. Number 9. Be careful with greed. Greed can lead to bad decisions and risks that cost you money. Trying to get rich fast often leads to trouble. True wealth comes from careful planning and balance. Don't let money be your only focus. Number 10. Invest in more than just stocks. Investing isn't just about the stock market. It might be smarter for you to start a business, take a course, or invest in something that aligns with your passions. Sometimes investing in yourself can bring the biggest rewards. Number 11. There are things money can't buy. Living paycheck to paycheck might make it seem like money can solve everything, but that's not true. While money can make life easier, there are important things in life that money can't buy. Building wealth is important, but so is recognizing the things that go beyond financial success. Money can't buy true friendships, the joy of spending time with family, or the warmth of shared moments with loved ones. As you work to build wealth, don't forget to enjoy these simple pleasures. Great relationships and special moments hold a value that money can't touch. Remember, while financial success is important, money alone won't bring you a fulfilling life. It's the priceless connections and experiences that truly enrich life. Number 12. The more money you make, the easier it gets. When you're just getting by, it's hard to imagine making big money, like hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Working harder might increase your income, but building wealth doesn't work in a straight line. Earning your first $100,000 is often harder than making your first million. As you build wealth, more opportunities open up. For example, it might take years to save for your first house, but buying the second one often becomes easier. Don't be discouraged if you can't see yourself making more money right away. Focus on small financial goals, like saving your first $1,000, $5,000, or buying your first property. Once you hit these goals, growing your wealth becomes smoother and easier. Number 13. Follow the 80-20th rule. The 80-20th rule means 80% of your income likely comes from 20% of your efforts. Focus on the most profitable activities and avoid spreading yourself too thin. This way, you can maximize your earnings with less effort. Number 14. Be cautious with banks. Banks don't help your money grow much, and inflation can make your savings lose value. Banks loan out most of your money to make profits, while you earn very little in return. Be aware of this and look for better ways to invest and grow your wealth.